Gemini. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-November 2023 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have fertility. So this is the equivalent of the Empress in traditional tarot. So to me, this says that you might have really saw the potential for growth within this connection with this person, possibly even to the point of expanding, starting a family, things along those lines, even if it's just fur babies, right? But that's what I see with that. Past energy on their side, we have the Hierophant. So this is generally speaking, it's usually considered the major arcana card for Taurus, and this often is viewed as Taurus energy sometimes as well. So it looks like you guys had similar approaches toward the connection in the past, which to me says that you definitely saw the potential for this to be a long-term, long-standing commitment between the two of you. Right, present energy on your side, we have the Prince of Staves. So this is actually the court card energy for Sagittarius. It's usually the Knight of the Wands in most decks. So yeah, could just be saying that maybe you're feeling a little bit more fidgety around the connection, right? So in the past, looks like you were a lot more sure of things. Here, it looks like maybe you might feel like things have grown a bit stagnant, so you could be trying to figure out how you want to approach it. Now, normally I would say you could be moving toward the connection, but given the way his body language is, with his back to the cards on the side, it would just be saying that for some of you might be moving away from the connection at this time. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Three of Wands. So for some of you, this might point to why you are feeling that way, like possibly you want to give some distance to the connection because maybe you see that they're just, taking in a lot of attention from multiple people, right? So you might view them as someone who doesn't necessarily take the connection too seriously, right? Which is interesting because we did see the Hierophant in the past. So I don't know if it's just saying that that's how you guys initially viewed each other, but with time maybe felt like there were more incompatibilities. But either way, it looks like this person's just taking in a lot of attention at this time, and it looks like you're possibly thinking about going elsewhere yourself. All right, in future position on your side, we have the Ace of Cups. So now this could go either way, right? Because given how strong the connection seemed to be in the past, this could be saying that in the future you might be open to giving the connection with this person another shot. Or for some of you, again, like I said, could just be showing the gradual growing apart between the two of you, and now in the future that could be an openness to new love. But either way, I see the significance, given that we see the moon there, of the full moon coming up in your sign toward the end of November is going to be an important time within the connection for you to figure out which way you want to go. Alright, future energy on their side, we have the Hermit. So this is a Virgo energy here, and usually this is an energy of solitude. We could see that pointed out within the artwork as well. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where they might withdraw in general, and I feel like this is saying that they might have you on their minds, right? We do see there is a picture of someone on their desk, but I feel like this is saying that at that time they won't necessarily be taking direct action toward the connection. Alright, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Fortune. So this is actually Jupiter energy here, and you guys have had Jupiter in your 12th house for a while, and it's going to, toward the very end of December, finally start its direct motion again. So given that this is in your 12th house, could just be saying that you might start to get some signs and synchronicities pointing you back toward this person again, whether it be possibly in your dream, or possibly even hearing a song on the radio, given that we see the musical instrument there. But yeah, it looks like this person will start to pop up in your mind again throughout the month. Alright, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the King of Swords. So this is typically an Aquarius energy here, and what stands out with this deck in particular, we see the actual sword is broken, the tip of it is on the floor there. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where for whatever reason they might feel like they can't come forward and communicate to you. So possibly when you might have created distance in a connection, they might have seen that as a sign of finality, right? And not necessarily looked at the role that they played in that. But yeah, it looks like for whatever reason they feel like they can't necessarily come forward and communicate, or possibly they feel like they have attempted to communicate already and it wasn't necessarily received in the way they expected. So it looks like a pretty stuck energy between the two of you right now. All right, moving on to your Oracle cards. Let's see what we get from Messages Love Oracle card deck here. Just going to be pulling a single card from this deck. Almost had one there. Got one there. Okay, and next we'll see what we get from Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation, just a single card here. Then we'll read the messages from both cards and wrap the reading up with that. And that doesn't want to go back in the deck. So from the Messages of Love, you guys got forgiveness. Let's see if we get that to focus better. Here we go. It says forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. So interesting energy there. I mean, I will say there's nothing that clearly pops out that there was some kind of conflict or something along those lines. But I mean, these were pretty strong energies from the two of you in the past, and it looks like it was pretty strong. And then, like I said, it looks like here there's just an energy where neither of you really seem to be giving to the connection in the present. So maybe there is something that happened between there and here, right, that caused this split. But hopefully that resonates with you guys if that's the case. And then that might explain that whole King of Swords energy with the broken sword. And from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Breathe. And let's see if we can get that to focus better as well. Maybe not. But there's the artwork. There we go. And the number's 29. So we'll see what this has to say. Okay, the relationship message says don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment, then waiting will prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? Especially for those of you who, like I said, if you feel yourselves getting a little fidgety within the connection at this time, possibly feeling like, they're getting a lot of attention, things along those lines there, I feel like that's saying, just breathe, take a little time to figure out what's really going on with the connection, and maybe that will be, well, like I said, it looks like either way, some of you, this will be you deciding you want to give this connection another shot, or others of you will have the finality to say, no, I think I'm ready for something new, right? But I feel like it's saying either way, the key is to just take your time and figure things out, especially as we get closer to that full moon energy in your sign too, right? Because emotions could boil to the surface there. But whatever resonates with you guys, we'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.